Päiviä, hyvää päivää, se olen minä Jurpo Jarppinen ja teknillisiä ongelmia jälleen kerran, kuinka ihanaa. Minulla on täällä tällainen videopeli nimeltä, nyt kun mä saisin sen toimimaan, minun TVkin on ihan sekaisin ja sitten capture-rekorditkin on sekaisin. No niin, nyt tuli signaali ja nyt mun pitää saada se tuohon minun monitoriin, että minä näen mitä vittua minä olen tekemässä. Tosin ihanalla tavalla. Jos tää paska nyt vaan toimis, kylläpäs voi helekutti. Jaha, kaikki kytkennät on täällä, hyvin. Hyvä, no niin, jaha. Ja sitten minä mennä tänne, jaha. Jaha, missä se nyt olla? Mihis tämä? Jaha. Mikä se tämmönen täällä? Tämmönen helvetin pitkä HDM. Jaha. Hohoja, jumakauta. Voihan helekuti. Persereijä revittäjä, vittu. No nyt minä tiedän mitä minä teen. Toimiiko tämä ääni? Tuleeko täältä? No äänet tulee, se on hyvä juttu. Kuuluuko minun ääni? En sen enempää rupea näitä asetuksia runkkailemaan, niin mennään suoraan. Onko gerbiili kytketty? Mikä hiton gerbiili on nyt kytkettynä? Mutta kuitenkin tänään minulla on tämmöinen Jorho Editioni tästä, mikäli pelistä minulla on. Kaikki kehuivat tätä peliä niin, että se on niin loistava ja siinä on niin pätkähullu tarina ja siinä on jotain filosofiaa ja kaikkea ja semmoista, että se on niin hieno peli. Minä en tiedä yhtikäs mitään, minä tän näin alelaarissa ja minä olin, että 15 € oli hinta ja nyt mä olin silleen, että nyt tullaan mukaan ja pelaillaan tällaista videopeliä. Mikäs tää on? Jaha, lisenssistä tietoa, new game. Jaha. Ei oo dataa, no niin, kyllä haluan, no niin. Jaha. Aha. Kyllä. Minun nimi on Jurpo. Easy, normal, very hard. Mä menen easylle. Do you want to use control chips? Will equip auto attack, auto fire, auto evade, program ja auto weapon switch? Joo. Mä en tiedä yhtikäs mitään, mitä noi tarkoittaa, kun minä olen vanha mies ja vanhoja ihmisiä ei saa härnätä. Näin on näreet, kuulkaa hyvät katsojat, vanhoja miehiä ei saa satuttaa tai kiusata väkivaltaisella tavalla. Partner balance, jaha, minimap rotation ja map motion, mikä tää dual joy-con control moodi. Minä en tiedä mitä nää oo. Kameraa, screeni, soundi, laitetaankohan sen mono. Mennään semmoiseen vuoteen 1965, parhaimpaa vuoteen mitä on ollakaan. Mutta meikäläinen pelaa tätä peliä easyllä, koska minä olen vanha mies ja vanhoja ihmisiä ei saa kiusata. Mitäs kuuluu? Ihan hyvää. Mä ajattelin yllättää teidät tällaisella keskiviikkoisella keskellä viikkoa tämmöisellä. Jaha, sieltä tulee pöllymiestä tulossa. Miten? En mä oo tehnyt pöllymiehiä mitään ollenkaan pitkän aikaa. Or some kind of punishment. Listen about the god who plays us with the cryptic puzzle. And wonder if we're ever chance to kill him. Jaha. This is command. Mitä? 28B units generates. Jaha. Autopilot system. Jaha. Operator 6. Jaha. Passed 50 kilometer. Jaha. Understood when you reach the anti-air defense munti attu. Jaha. And destroy the Goliath class unit. Jaha. Sieltä tulee jaha. Räjähdys tuli. Jaha. Joku kuoli. Ole manual visual evade. Voinko mä törmäillä noihin muihin aluksiin? Jaha. Jei! Jaha! Mitä tapahtuu? Missä mä oon? Mä pystyn lukemaan tekstiin, se oli liian pientä! Jaha. Wow! Miksi onks tää fontti koko jotenkin pyllystä, kun se rätisee tolla lailla? R:stä ammut. Jaha, nyt tästä tuli joku vanha-aikainen Galaga. Jaha. Tosi innovaat. Jaha. Paum. Jaha. Mosan ampuu. Hurraa! Hurraa! Jei! Minä olen paras! Kattokaa minua! Pro gamer! Jaha. Siellä meni naapuriystävällinen Jorma. Niin mä voin tehdä tämmösiä mikä näksä, jaha. Mä voin lyödä niitä perseellä tällä lailla, vähän niinku Mario 3:ssa. Jaha. Mä tiedän, että tää peli on oikeesti tosi hyvä, kaikki on kehunut tätä, siis tässä on kuulemma hyvä tarina. Muistakaa, mä vaan perseilen täällä. I know what this game is all about. Don't worry, I know. It's all about ass. That's what they all say. Oh, have you seen the two-piece ass? I've seen it many times and I'm like, okay. That's where the poo comes out. Muistan takametsävideot, aiotko vielä tehdä niitä? No, mä en oo nyt vähän aikaa mitään tehnyt. Kun mä sanoin tuossa aikaisemmin, niin mä halusin yllättää teidät tämmöisellä videopelillä. Ensimmäistä kertaa pelaan tätä. 2B. And all unit down. The operation in compromise, awaiting further orders. The operator is 2B. We need to renovate the buildings and if on the local terrain. Understood. Holy shit! Finally we get some graphics here, guys! Look at this shit! Oh my fucking god! Oh fuck yeah! I can fly this fucking ass ship! Yay! Jaha. Jaha. Mä osaan lentää! Ihme, että Switchi pystyy pyörittämään tätä peliä. Level... Jaha. Jaha. Musiikki on hyvä. Siitä minä tykkään. Hohoja, ja minä pahoittelen oikeesti hyvät mussukat. Minä olen oikeesti ollut erittäin kiireinen töiden ja opiskelun kanssa. Voi ei, Jurpo, mitä sä oot mennyt tekee? Kun joku sanoo minulle, että hanki elämä, niin minä teinkin. Ei voi mitään. Ei voi mitään. Minä opiskelen jotain. Musta tulee oikea hoitsu. Sitten voitte sanoa hello hoitsu. Hurraa! Hurraa! Mikä sisääntulo? Ja silloin voiveitsi kädessä! Sarjamurhaaja taas! Mitäs mä painan selectia? Jaha. Change equipment. Weapon. Weapon. Weapon set 1. Weapon set 2. Use items. Tää on oikeesti aika makee! Jokainen nappi tekee jotain, se on aika jännä juttu. Eli mä painan nappia ja varon, kun nuo viholliset minua lyö hyvin väkivaltaisella tavalla. Siis minä olen opiskelemassa hoitajaksi. Dead. Se kuoli!
Not quite.
Media-alalla. Ja iso mörökölli tulee, jaha.
Is that our target?
Negative. This enemy is unrelated. Proposal. Dispatch it as swiftly as possible.
You don't say.
Kauhutarinoita Nieristä. Mitä nämä napit tekee? Jaha. Eli tuo ZR näköjään tekee tämmösen ihmejutun ja tää taas niinku...
Laser communications recovered.
I'm transmitting your pod program.
Pod program download complete.
Aika... Jaha, mitä? 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 Jotain... Mä painan vaan nappia ja jotain tapahtuu. No nyt mä tiedän, minä olen pelaamassa videopeliä. Miksi hajotat hyvää sahaa? No se on, kato näitä lauantai-työmiehiä. Minä vihaan lauantai-työmiehiä. Kuulkaas hyvät...
Better make sure he's actually dead next
Ja kukas toi jo?
That was dangerous, man.
Jaha.
You're 2B, right?
Mutta hyvät katsojat, minä kävin Helsingissä.
Copy that.
Siellä minä kävin.
Was that big old
Ja
bus
mitäs minä näinkään?
here to take out?
Työmiehet taas. Ja minä kävin Turussa.
Well,
Työmiehet.
then, huh? I've got a flight unit, so I'll
Nyt tuli semmonen fiilinki, kun mä pelasin Megamania silloin joskus ja minä tein vitsiä lauantai-työmiehistä. Nyt minua kaduttaa, että minä puhun heistä niin hyvällä tavalla. Koska nämä työmiehet jättää työt kesken. Mä teen vitsiä vaan, älkää oikeesti suuttuko mulle. Jaha. Eli mulla on kaksoishyppy. Jaha. Jaha. Mut se oli kyllä huvittava nähdä tää peli tuolla, mikä se oli Peräkylän marketissa, niin Alelaarissa. Kuulemma eivät enää aio myydä fyysisiä pelejä, kuulkaas. Se tarkoittaa sitä, että kaikki menee niinku digitaaliseksi sitten. Tai en mä tiedä, mä en paljon jaksanut mitään miettiä. Minusta on tullut vanha mies. Ei vanhoja miehiä. Jaha. Pitääks mun hyppää alas? Vai tuonne? Mennään tänne näin. Katsotaan mitä täällä on, jaha. Hurraa! Mutta kuitenkin hyvät mussukat, miten teillä menee? Minä olen nytten tämmöinen idioottivarma opiskelija. Ai. Mulla ei oo enää PlayStation 5:kaan, minulla on vain Switchi. Ja PC. Ja vanha 8-bittinen Nintendo, ai niin, mulla on se niin sanottu kallein nintsu mitä voi olla. Mä sanon teille, että älkää ikinä ostako analoguen NT Miniä. Ei kannata. Ois vaan pitänyt olla joku aito 8-bittinen, joku semmonen vaan.
To be? Ma'am?
To be or not to be?
I'm going to send you the map data I collected earlier.
Do it.
Siis tää on ihan oikeesti aika mielenkiintoinen peli kyllä. Mitä ne sanoa? Hideki Kamiua? Sinä senkin neropatti! Loistavaa pelin olet tehnyt. Siis tosiaan joo. Ja tiedättekö mikä oli mun tämän vuoden kallein ostos? Se oli yksi vitun collectioni. Mä näin sen, oli että mun on se pakko saada. Minä tilasin sen kyllä ja maksoin tullit. Ajatelkaa, Jarppinen maksoi tullit. Totta kai. Oletko pelannut metropelejä? No siis mä en oo viime aikoina varmaan 2 kuukauteen pelannut mitään videopelejä. Ainoa mitä mä tein eilen oli se, mä käynnistin Garry's-modin Steamissa, nauhoitin pienen videon ja se jäi siihen. Siis mun mielenkiinto peleihin on mennyt silleen vähän niinku, että jaha. Niinku okei, siellä on remake Ressa 4:stakin, siellä on remake Dead Spaceista, mä oon vaan silleen, you know. I already played them. I already played those games, and then I'm like, okay. I see more games coming out.
So open.
And of course, next month it's going to be Tears of the Kingdom.
Nothing's ever easy.
Videopelejä mulla ei oo aikaa. Minä olen nauttinut metsässä olosta. Mennäänkö metsää? Kauhutarinoita. Ja muuten minä tiedän, että minulla on 10 000 tilaajaa nyt ja kiitokset kaikille tilaajille. Ja pahoittelen, että oikeesti niinko en ole mitään videota saanut aikaiseksi. Mutta kyllä minä olen pelannut sen ensimmäisen metron läpi. Pelasin se Pleikka 4:lla ja sai huonon endingin sen takia, koska mä menin siihen strippiklubiin. Ihan oikeesti. Siis mä oon oikeesti kiitollinen teille kaikille tilaajille ja kaikille, jotka ovat jaksaneet katsoa minun typeriä videoita näinä vuosina. Jos teitä kiinnostaa, että minkälaista työtä minä olen tällä hetkellä tekemässä, niin minä olen ihan niinku harjoittelija. Kyllä se klubi vaikutti, mä katsoin sen naisen tissit, näin sen tissit ja pyllyt ja siitä mä sain pahimman lopun. Ja mä olin, että jaha. Mä sain huonon lopun. Katsonko kauhuelokuvia? No mä kävin leffateattereissa katsomassa 2 leffaa. Mä kävin kattoo John Wick 4. Korjaan 3 elokuvaa. Mä näin 3. Ensimmäisenä oli Everything at Everywhere at Once, semmonen kiinalainen elokuva, tosi jees. Ja toinen oli John Wick 4. Ja itse mä niinku kävin katsomassa niinku tämän, mikä se on? Rasvanäppi-elokuvan. Ja mä olin vaan silleen, että okei. Jaa. No se on elokuva. Siis se on lapsille tehty ja se oli niinku, että okei, se mikään huono mun mielestä ollut. Niinku, mä en oikein, siis jotkut haukku sen pataluhaksen elokuva. Mut kyllä lapset oikeesti ansaitsee parempia. Jos muistatte, mikä se oli, kuka lavasti Roger Rabbitin, Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Edelleenkin minun lempielokuvassa, koska siinä on Christopher Lloyd. Ja sitten minä katson Star Trek Picardinkin, 3. kauden. Mutta joo, Mario-leffa oli ihan jees. En mä niinku sen enempää voi sit sanoa niinku, että okei. Kaikki haukku sen pataluhaksen, mä oon sit okei, no se on parempi kuin se vanha. Mut mä en kattonut sitä suomidupeilla. En pystynyt siihen, mä katsoin sen englanninkielisillä.
So if we don't destroy it, they'll just keep coming.
Mutta kuitenkin mä katoin tämän Picardin 3. kauden ja siinä oli, että ne vittu teki sen. Ne teki hyvän Star Trek-sarjan. 3. kausi Picardissa oli hyvä. Koska ne sai kaikki vanhat näyttelijät takaisin siihen ja sit se tuntui, että se olikin Star Trekki. Ja mitäs mä höpisen täällä? No en mitään jotain nörttijuttuja. Tänäänkin minä kävin jossain nörttikaupassa kysymässä heiltä tällä lailla. Hello, do you have Final Fantasy 7 figurines? Ja sit ne sano, we don't have it here. Ja sit mä olin, että jaha. Ja sit ne sano, jaha. You can buy it from the Square Enix website. Ja mä olin, että jaha. Kaikki hyvin. Mulla menee hyvin. Mut jos teitä oikeesti kiinnostaa, meneekö figuriini purkkeihin? Jos mä jonkun figuriinin hankin, mä oisin vaan halunnut semmosen siistin figurin. Mä oisin halunnut semmosen Sepirofin, jonka mä oisin voinut tunkea mun pärseestä. No okei, mä pelleilen. Mä oisin laittanut se hyllylle. Mulla ei oo yhtään figuuria itsellä. Mä ajattelin, että okei, jos niillä on, niin mä otan, mutta ei ollut, niin mä olin, että jaha. Mutta kuitenkin, niin minä olen hoivakodissa töissä. Harjoittelussa, mitä ne kutsuu? En tiedä, olenko sanonut se. Mutta joo, siis pelejä niin en ole pahemmin mitään silleen pelannut viime aikoina, kun mä sanoin, niin Garry's Mod on käynnistetty.
Processing random, nonsensical data from the old world.
ja pelit on jäänyt vähän vähemmälle. Ja samoin videoidenkin teko. Mutta siksi minä olen täällä tänään, kun oli tämmönen päivä, niin te joudutte katsomaan, kuinka huono pelaaja oikeesti minä olen. Voi ei, Jurpo on oikeesti paskaa. Ja sitä poitti. Kohtahan tekoäly tulee tekemään ääniä videoihin, niin pitäisikö minun sit vaan niinku tehdä tekoälyllä kaikki minun dupit mun videoihin sitten? Hei Tiia! Hello, hello! Tää on kyllä aika jännä tää kamerasysteemi, se vaihtuu. But if you want to know anything about the hoiva-avustaja thing, what is hoiva-avustaja in English? I don't know. All I can say is it's dominated by women. It can actually be really like what's the word? Suffocating at times. Caretaker. Okay, so basically I'm studying to become a caretaker, which is, you know, it's enjoyable. I get to do what I do on YouTube, but for people, you know, I can make them smile, which is, you know, what is the most gratifying thing of the part. But the hardest part of it, if I say it in this way, of being, you know, I have already experienced sexism in my workplace because I'm a man. You know, there is that part of it, because, you know, they're like, okay, there's a man here working, and, you know, but I'm not the only guy there. But on the place where I'm working or studying and doing all that stuff, it can be a bit, you know, there is a bit sexism involved. But I enjoy doing it. It is the most because at the same time I get to take care of people, which is, you know, what I like. Ja nyt mä puhun englantia taas, sorry! Suomea piti puhua. But that is the challenge. I love speaking English all the time. So this is nothing new to me. When I'm talking like this, it's, you know, who I am. But at the same time, doing what I do, I had to change my own personality, which was the hardest part. I mean, it's easy for people to go to work and all that, I'm used to it. But because it is a challenging work, you have to be able to talk to people who are suffering from dementia. So it's like me, I'm used to repeat my voice, all lines, multiple times, so I can do it. That's what I'm good at. But the only thing that I don't sometimes like is, like, you know, it's I'm not trying to be saying, wait, oh, you have motion controls, okay. Jump is B, A is doing nothing. That's heavy attack. This is a quick attack, but if you press X, she will throw the sword away, or she does this little slice. It's actually pretty cool. But like I'm talking about this, I tried different fields. I want to have the paper of showing that I can do this. And after graduating from this, I'm planning to leave Finland. That's what I want to do. I want to move away. As perhaps you guys have known, I have always said this many times, I don't feel welcomed in Finland in any way. But as you know, my YouTube channel has always been about being Finnish. But because of me talking in English all the time, my Finnish is so bad at times. Haluan nähdä nuo asetukset tälle pelille. You know, here's a funny thing that I can sometimes do to people. When I'm going to store, I'm always speaking English to them. When I visited when I was in Helsinki, I visited some little store, and I was just talking English to them, like, excuse me, do you have chicken wings? And the guy was looking at me like, yes, we have it here. Ja mä olin niinku silleen, mä rupesin vaan naurattaa. Mä kiusasin niitä. Mutta, kuitenkin, mä sanoin, mä en oo ikinä tuntenut, että mä olisin suomalainen. Vaikka minä olisin Suomessa syntynyt, silti vaikka suomalaiset voi olla välillä semmoista kansaa, niin jästipäistä kansaa. Mä pelaan peliä easillä. Voi ei. Mä haluan muuttaa Suomessa pois.
Alert. Bulletproof apparatus detected on enemies. Close range combat is advised.
I know.
Mulla ei sinänsä ole mitään syytä jäädä Suomeen. Mä muistan, kun mä sanoin jollekin siis se, että mä en tykännyt jostain niinku Suomesta, niin joku aina sanoi mulle vitsinä, että muuta pois, miksi et sä muuta pois? Mä en aio puhua politiikasta mitään. Ne on semmoiset asiat, joita mä lopetan, mä enää jaksa. Mitä nuo robotit on? No jos mä puhun teille vähän tällä lailla, ei tarkoita sitä, että mä vihaisin Suomea. Mutta mä tarkoitan sen sillä lailla, että minä en ole ikinä tuntenut olevani suomalainen. Minä kunnioitan minun maatani.
Surveyed the entire factory, but couldn't find anything resembling our target.
Mihin maahan minä haluaisin muuttaa? No se on sitten semmonen asia, mä en tiedä vielä. Johonkin muualle.
Is that?
You mean the birds? Yeah, there's more plants and animals here than there used to be. Probably because the environment's changed.
Mutta mistä minä tykkään eniten suomalaisuudesta on meidän ihana luonto. Siis ihana luonto. Herregud. Ja sitten kun minä menen johonkin nauttimaan johonkin metsään tai johonkin semmoiseen järvialueelle, mitäs siellä sitten minä näen? Siellä sitten näin vetää kaljaa ja sitten vedetään lärvit ja sitten juostaan alasti, sinne sotkee metsät. Mielipidemusiikki, Suomi-musiikki. Nyt kyllä laitot semmosen jutun, että... Okei. Suomalainen musiikki. Seuraanko urheilua? En seuraa. Suomalaiset musiikista minä tykkään tietyistä kappaleista. Esimerkiksi Riki Sorsalla on tämä... Mikä se on, oisko haaveissa muuttohaukka kuin semmonen. Mistä mä tikkaan? Se on niinku ne lyrikat. Sitten on Dingolla yksi hyvä kappale, mistä mä tykkään. Ja sen laulun tai sen kappaleen nimi on Autiotalo. Mä kuulin sen kerran ja mä olin, että aivan mikä mahtava biisi. Ja sitten on tiettyjä jotain, mikä nyt Banning, oliko se Banning? Ja sitten Irvin Goodmanilla oli pari hyvää J-Chipaletta. Kirkallakin oli hyvä, ja sitten oli Sami Babicin, niin ajana otalla la, mikä se laulun nimi on, se on ihan jees. Siitä mä dikkaan. Mutta siis... mä taisin menettää katsojia, kun mie vähän höpisin jotain. Voi ei. Siis mä teen sen siksi, että minä näen muuta maailmaa. Mä haluan kokea. That's the main reason. Not because I really hate my country, no. But I want to find the place where I truly belong. And that is actually, I think that's from a Final Fantasy IX too. One of the characters say that. Finding a place where you truly belong. And I did play Final Fantasy IX a few months ago. I beat it. And, absolutely fantastic. As you know, I wanted to make English videos for a long time. Which, you know, it's, for me, I can do it. But I thought it was funny if I just... Okay. Mä menetin kaikki mun katsojat nytte. Voi ei. No sit mun pitää olla hyvin pro-suomalainen. Suomi on nastamaa, jossa on hassut ihmiset. Sauna on jees. Porkkanakeitto on hyvää. Nää. Kylläpäs toi juoksee kyllä niin lujaa. Mutta. Mä voin tämän teille kertoa, hyvät mussukat. Oho. Okei, se on ainoa reitti. Jaha. Pitääks mun vaan hyppää alas? Ei. Mutta joo, niin... niin mä tässä aikaisemmin sanoin, niin mä tilasin kyllä yhden pelin. Collectionin. Maksoi kyllä hunti. Tietynlainen Pixel Remaster Collection, jonka mä halusin. Nyt mun on pakko saada se. Oli miten oli, mutta näin on.
There should be another facility across that bridge. It's a bit of a hike, but should we check it out? It's not like Command to get a location wrong. I guess even they get bad intel from time to time, huh?
I wouldn't bet on that.
Morning.
Alert. High-power jamming detected.
Jaha.
No response from long-range communications.
Doesn't matter. I'll just take him out.
Mutta kuitenkin, mulla on 2 peliä pre-orderattu. System Shock Remake on 1. Ja sitten on tämä Tears of the Kingdom. Mutta siis tosiaan, jos mä sanon näin, että okei mä haluan muuttaa Suomessa pois, se on osittain kyllä. Mutta mä haluan myös matkailla ympäri Suomen.
Target enemy detected.
Se on mun toive. Mutta kuitenkin, minä en tykännyt minun aikaisemmasta työstäni ollenkaan. Minä jopa pudotin meikäläisen painon alas. Meikäläinen oli läskimies. Läskijarppinen! Arvaatteko kuinka paljon minä pudotin minun painoa? Ei vittu, tää musiikki on hyvää. $30 kiloa minä pudotin. Siis jumakauta, siis se, että tunne. Et mä en edes tajunnut, että mä tein sen. Mut sit kun mä menin niinku vaaleaina, mä olisin, että ei vittu. Mut mulla on ihan mahtava fiilinki. Mut sit samanaikaisesti mulla on semmonen fiilinki, että mä en edes tunnista itteeni. Mikä aika jännä. Ja sitten on näitä ihmisiä, jotka koko ajan puhuu fobiasta, että on läskifobiaa. Tommoset ihmiset voi oikeesti haistaa iso herneen.
What's your status?
This is the target. I'm going to destroy it.
Right. I'll provide support.
Alert. Incoming enemy attack from below. Proposal. Evade.
Holy shit. I know that much. YouTube doesn't like it when you swear. Se tuhotaan koko paikan, okei? Okay? Mä en oikein tajua, mitä tossa pitää tehdä. Niin siis okei, se tuhoutuu ja sit... Pitääks mun hyppää sen pään päälle tai jotain?
Hacking in.
Voi ei. Kuoli. Jaha.
Boost!
Jumalauta, kun oli hyvät makkaraperunat, jaha. Minä pysyn makkaroista erossa.
Detected. No response to communications.
I'm going after him.
Hohoja. Onks nää mun puheet vähän tylsiä?
Send a support request to command.
Negative.
Grilliruoka on hyvä, no onhan se. Mut jos mä lähden matkustelemaan, hyvät mussukat, minä lupaan, minä teen videoita niistä maista. Ja saatte nähdä meikäläisen oikean larvi. Aika vähän katsoja, kyllä minä tiedän. Mutta ei se mua haittaa, kuulkaas. Se, että mulla on yksi katsoja, niin mä oon... Donet. Ehkä mien pitäisi heilauttaa pöllyä, niin kyllä sitten tulis katsojat heti. Nää en tiedä. Siis tosiaankin, niin mä en oo mitään pelejä pelannut viime aikoina. Siis mä oon vaan keskittynyt omaan hyvinvointiin. Se on ollut mulle se tärkein juttu. Se oma hyvinvointi. Ja sit se, että mä saan uuden ammatin. Oi ei! Noin ääs! Jaha.
To help 9S. I have to repair him. Hod, get me staunching gel and logic virus vaccines. Then access the...
Inadvisable. The subject's vital signs are too poor to attempt field repair.
Paljon nousee penkistä. En tiedä mitä tarkoita penkistä. Siis tarkoitatko punniko, mitä on punneruksia? En oo saanut vielä lihasta niinku ylöspäin. Se on vähän jäänyt, koska se on hankalaa. Mä aloitin sen niinku pienellä ja sitten jatkan johonkin asti. Mä en halua olla mikään mörökölli myöskään. Kattokaa meikäläisen lihaksia. Se ei oo mun idea. Haluan vaan saada mun kehon semmoseen kondikseen, että on hyvä fiilis. Mutta se hauskin juttu on siinä. Meikäläisellä oli semmosia housuja, jotka on nyt liian isot. Netin puolas. Ehkä se oli se mun alkuperäinen tarkoitus. Mutta oikeasti hyvät katsojat, meikäläisellä on hyvä fiilis. Se on ollut tämän niinku mun juttu. Onks tää joku hiikutin Megatroni? Mut se siinä olikin. Mä olin niin vähän masentunut kyllä. Mut mä aloitin se sillä omalla hyvinvoinnilla koko touhu. Te jokainen, jos niinku luulette, niin kyllä te kaikki pystytte siihen samaan. Mut muistakaa, te tiedätte mitä te haluatte. Älkää tehkö sitä mitä joku sanoo teille, että nyt pitää laiduttaa. Jos te ootte hyvässä fiiliksissä, että ootte vähän se, että on makkaraa, se on ok. Tää on helvetin makee. Musiikki on loistavaa.
Affirmative. Infiltrating enemy subunit. Behavior table adjusted. Balance controls overridden. Enemy unit subjugation complete.
Mutta pelit kuitenkin tulee aina ole osa mua.
Talk about bringing the battle to them. Ought to be.
Contact command. Request assistance.
No. It doesn't look like that's going to be necessary.
Oh, great.
No siis, nyt minä olen kohdannut eri sukupolven ihmisiä. Ne niinku haukkuu niinku nuorisoa siitä, että ne vaan pelaa niiden niinku jotain mobiilipelejä tai jotain tällaista. Ne puhuu, ne olisi jotenkin niinku kakkaa. Ja mä sanoin niille ihan suoraan, että no muistakaa, että se on sukupolviasia. Mä sanoin suoraan, että videopelit on oikeasti taidetta ja osa kulttuuria. Ne eivät uskoneet, mitä mä sanoin. Tän mä sanoin suoraan.
Destruction of enemy hostiles via black box reaction.
If that wasn't the case,
Request accepted.
you look on Nobuo Uematsu, the composer of you know, the guy who made music for Final Fantasy.
Truly.
Look how many people he has influenced. Say the thing with Koji Kondo. And video games have, as well, influenced movies now. Ja sen takia Last of Usistakin tuli televisiosarja. Jaha. Onks mä nyt avaruudessa? On. Voi ei, tää on samanlainen kuin se... Metal Gear. After the end of World War II, the world was split in two. East and West. That was the beginning of an era called the Cold War.
So, mission complete and all that, huh? The Goliaths were wiped out, and we secured a route into enemy territory. Now we can...
Mikä peli toi oli? After the end of World War II, the world was split in two, East and West. That was the beginning of the era called the Cold War.
9S.
Yeah?
Thank you for uploading my data to the bunker.
Vittu, se on kyllä loistava peli. Mulla on ikävä.
I did...
Ja sitten
Sorry,
kaikki ne
I don't remember.
puhelut.
There wasn't a whole lot of bandwidth down there, you know?
Mä sanoisin näin, että kun kaikki aina haluu remakeja vanhoista peleistä, mä vaan haluaisin, että ne pelit on saatavilla niinku digitaalisesti. Ja toi oli Metal Gear Solid 3, se aloitus. After the end of World War II, the world was split in two, East and West. That was the beginning of an era called the Cold War.
I probably only had enough time to back up your memories.
I
We're only
love
at
that
the
shit.
point just before we rendezvoused.
I see.
Mutta myös,
Glory to mankind.
entäs tämä?
This is Rapsith Arms. I used to work there, or I was merely asleep, like all the others.
Tietenkin ensimmäinen oli Metal Gear Solid 3, Snake Eateri. Ja se toinen oli ensimmäisestä Oddworld-pelistä. Connecting to the network. Jaha. Kuulostaa Kimi Räikköseltä, jaa.
No se on hyvä asia. Onks tää Kimi Räikkösen ääni? This is Raps of Arms. Ehkä.
Huh.
12 AD. The year mankind's glorious history came to a sudden and abrupt end. When the world was invaded by aliens from beyond the
Jaha.
stars.
Oova
The aliens
tullaa!
unleashed a new breed of weapon, machine life forms, that all but annihilated human civilization. The handful of survivors that remained fled from Earth, seeking refuge on the moon. 5204 AD. Humanity launched its
Kuinka monta olympiakultaa olen saanut jousiammunnassa? No en yhtään, en ole mikään jousiampuja. Minä olen sun soittaja!
and a dozen large-scale descents upon the enemy. Invaders. That is why you, the Yorha forces, exist. To break this stalemate, once and for all. You are our ultimate weapon, and you must put an end
Tee joskus imitaatiovideo. No mä en oikeastaan tee.
Mä teen mun omat äänet.
Glory to mankind.
Mä en halua ketään imitoida.
Paitsi yhtä juttua.
to mankind.
Haluan se käyttää joulumaailmoita. Onko jossain, mutta vaikka myös jollain sattumat amhella tuomalla.
Palkkaa odotellessa. Huh. You don't know how to adjust the brightness. The thing is set to up. Mitä? Hienon kuuluista. Voi olla. I feel like this is Metal Gear Solid 2, basically after like seeing everything. Oh, it's part it's part of the game. It's fantastic. Let's see. I have to change. Do I have to change the brightness? Let's put it on that. Alright, let's start by getting the brightness set. It looks okay, but I don't want it to be too bright, because then it will look like poop. Let's just do this. Rot to that. I should probably know what this inventor process is being recorded for posterity. Milloin Jurpo Jarpinen Discord server? What do you mean by that? You want me to be there? In my Discord? Alright, I'll do it. Well, this is the fun part of with you guys. You know, I'm actually using my real voice at a time. You know, now, because you know when I do, you know, in that voice, it actually hurts my throat. You know, I've been actually doing this for a long time, since like 2008. So it's actually kind of, you know, I have used that voice for hours. So I'm not a guy that does imitation. Not that qualified.
Could you try and pick up the pace a little bit? Alright, are we good now? Okay, settings should all be... hold on. I could set it for you, but you should probably do it yourself. Regulations and all.
Oh no, that is fantastic! Self-destruct, that is fucking fantastic!
Okay, good. If things go wrong during an op, you may have to sacrifice yourself in order to finish it.
Oh, that is freaking fantastic! Self-destruct? I've never seen that before. It does remind me of, what is a game on the Nintendo GameCube? Eternal Darkness. There's a joke in it, blue screen of death, or something about your memory card being corrupted. Is this fantastic? This is some Hideo Kojima level of bullshit, and I love it. Do I have to toggle self-destruct function? What is this? What is this? Oh, absolutely fantastic. Voices, English. Oh, oh.
Morning.
But yeah, oh yeah, mun pitää käyttää tämmöstä ääntä, mie unohdin.
9S.
Minä olen Jurpo Jarppinen.
Maintenance, ma'am. That means I'll be performing regular checks on you from now on.
I see.
Oh, don't worry. We 9S models are the best around, you know. Though I suppose we're not exactly known for our modesty.
9S.
What is it, ma'am?
Stop calling me ma'am.
Huh?
Minä osaan pyöriä.
No need to be so formal.
All right. If you say so. Oh, I almost forgot. The commander was calling.
Fitness story. Mulla on Discord-kanava myös, mutta se on kuollut. Ei, mä voin juostakin.
Tosi lujaa.
Mulla on rahakin, wow. Have I thought about making horror story from the backwards? Maybe, but you know the whole process is actually a lot of fun too. But it's also like lately when I open Garismo, it's you know, making them is a lot of fun. But then I have to deal with the usual, you know, crashing with, you know, Vegas. And then there's part of like lately when I had an idea, a vision in my head. It's just now I had a video in my head, and then I'm thinking, should I do it? And then I save a progress. Then I have like 10 or 15 or 30-second clip on my hard drive that I don't even use. So it's not really like okay, because I have to commit into making them. That's the hardest part. Like if you know, I used to make weekly videos. That was the hardest thing that I could do. Sometimes I will make 2 videos in 1 week, then I will release the other video on the next week, and on the next week I will do 2 more. So, but now it's been really, everything has been stalled. I haven't put my mind into video editing. I do miss doing it. That's not the thing really, but it's just I do want to make more, you know. And this whole channel, you know, we all know the truth. You know, it's dead. You know, it's. I know I can speak really English fluently. I know that, but you know, I have to make my, you know, my channel like a bit more like English with the British. I didn't want to when I actually made the British on my Gary Smoke videos. I didn't want to use this accent. I wanted to be broken English, so that because it was actually, I thought it was funny. And you know, it's really hard for me to be myself, you know, when I'm speaking to you guys. But sometimes I felt like I wanted to be, you know, use my own voice without Bane, you know, doing the whole thing, you know. As we all know, you know, the whole channel, you know, there were people that hated my guts because, you know, I was making fun of Mario games, and you know, I had to say, okay, this is just a character that I'm doing, and you know, but the thing that I love doing the most is actually talking to you guys in the chat, and I love making voices. I love that. That's always been part of me since I was a kid. I grew up with, you know, I had an old tape recorder, or you know, it's a cassette player, even, you know, cassette decided what that is. I used it every day. I will record my own voice and play it back. And I tried to, and my inspiration for doing any voices. Some people think I'm creepy when I do it, but I love that. It's just part of me, who I am. You remember, like 10 years ago, people were pissed because they didn't get the joke. Yeah, that's the thing, really. Like the whole thing is a joke. Like, I hated, who's the guy? Jack Thompson. So I decided just to make fun of it and talk really bad finish, like, I have the voice. Um, Imagine, like, I've been doing this since 2008. My first two videos, I just haphazardly made. I forgot. It was the Mario one I made. I was like, oh, something like that. Um, I never regret it, actually. I never. But when I'm looking back at my videos, there are videos where I make mistakes. Like when I see a floating head part of, what do they call it? The G-Man's head that is floating in mid-air. That was a mistake, and I didn't see it when I edited it. I just released it as quickly as possible, and I didn't see it. And I love it when people are pointing it out that the guy's head is floating, and I'm like, holy crap, that is funny. And another mistake that I made that I didn't even realize, because I made that video when I was, it was really early in the morning, and I didn't sleep for like a few or 4 days. And it's was it a call? Because I'm now it's like nostalgia for me to look in my old videos, and I'm like, oh, did I make this? Oh crap! I don't want to see them, but I love it. That is still part of me. Um, but when I was looking at my old video, it was called Tervetuloa Kirpputorille. I didn't even realize that, the guy is giving money to the other. I made a mistake. There are cringy moments when I'm looking back to my old videos, and I'm just like, holy crap, did I really make this? Of course, I'm laughing to myself, and here's the fun part. Every time when I'm recording a line, I'm laughing. I laugh a lot. That's the thing that I always make the video. It was for my own amusement. Then I released them on YouTube, and what I loved was the comment section. I love that. And ever since, I still want to do it, because it's like I know my views have gone down, and someone told me that I should find a way to bring back the channel. And I do know that my audience have moved on. I know that. It's natural. I'm not really like holding grudges to people that, okay, it's fine. We all change. That's part of life. We change. Me, well, I kept making Gary's mock clip. Maybe I should have not done that, but at the same time, I love doing it. It's just like trying to create something new each time is the hardest part. I mean, I didn't want to make any Teletubby videos all the time, so I tried to find a new ways to make them. So that's why, like, I tried to remove Teletubbies from it. But then again, people are like, where are you gonna make more Teletubbies? I'm like, do you want them or not? So I'm always trying to find a way to bring them back. Like, oh, there's the Teletubby, and then there's no reason. I don't even remember why I decided it was so funny to kick them in the nuts and then it will explode. Then I would say, jos näet Teletubin elävänä, niin potkaise sitä heti balleille. So it's like, don't kick them in the balls, but then they explode. It's stupid, but funny. And it's... Did I watch a lot of Teletubbies when I was a kid? No. I do hate them. I hate Teletubbies. I fucking hate them. Like, for me, things I used to watch when I was a kid. I know some people had the He-Man, they had that. What was the other thing? He-Man and the other one? I don't care for He-Man. That's crap. I saw some Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but that wasn't my thing. I was, my cartoon I remember seeing when I was a kid was, DuckTales. That was my thing. And after that, it was the... let's see if I can remember it. I remember some of its shows, like Moomin was part of me too, but I didn't follow it, like I saw it on nearly every day on TV2, Yle 2. But the cartoons I used to watch, I loved Tiny Toons. And I did like Animaniacs. That was probably the thing that I really loved. Um, but then there was like ones that really like got me to mimicking voices. It was the Animaniacs. Hello, Hoitsu. That was a thing that I wanted to sound like. I wanted how to do it, but the biggest thing that I really wanted to do since I was a kid, I heard it once. It was Clarence Nash's original Donald Duck. When I heard it, I was like, how do you do that? How do you do that? And ever since I was just practicing trying to do the voice, but it wasn't easy. Then I just kept doing it. And of course, now you can find an easier way to do it on YouTube. There's lots of tutorials. But for me, I practiced. I practiced for a long time, and I have lots of old VHS tapes. Not too many of them, but I have not restored, but saved my old VHS tapes on my computer. I have them on my external hard drive. I used to film home movies. No, they're not very good, actually. They're kind of trash, to be honest. The quality on them is crap, and the videos are stupid. And I'm like, should I ever release this stuff online? And my answer is no. Like, I tease about them to show them to you guys, but they're not very good. It's just two guys running around and yelling and swearing, and it's stupid. I started doing that like the late 1990s and the early 2000s. Oh boy, so much crap I made. But where I got my interest, I had it was some IRC channel, I believe. I made horrible pain videos with them. They're like, oh, just make a series of them, and I'm like, okay, let's make some shitty ass pain videos, and I was just making the boys, so the rest is history. Like, after doing the pain videos, I was like, okay, let's try to do my own thing on YouTube, and I created this channel, and ever since I've been here, I never wanted to use my real voice. For a reason. I don't like it. I hate my own voice. I always try to hide it as much as possible. But lately, I wanted to talk. I might go into content again, yes. But I felt like talking to you guys, because that's how much I respect you guys as well. And I keep using the voice to stay in the character of old man, not that voice, but and people thought that was my real voice. Minä rakastan tätä ääntä. Minusta tulee niin miehinen mies nyt, kun mulla on tämmönen miehinen ääni, ja se on parasta. But this mic is not very good, so I do have another mic, but I don't have a stand for it. So in this game, the humanity is dead. That's a good way of starting game, some ways. Display the experience content amount of experience earned. Fighting spot, auto attack, auto program, medium recovery. Okay, these are like healing items. Auto switch weapon to attack in close range. Support. Auto attack. I got all those stuff already. Head control. No, I'm not gonna sell it. But yeah. And if I have offended someone with my jokes,
Be sure to save often.
Here's what I can always say. If you are a creator like I am, sometimes you cannot please everyone. That's part of life. I know I made some sluggish videos too. Access point mailbox. Select the inbox and access point and secure mail. This message is intended for the verification of your mail account. The members who encounter problems with the mailing system should contact their supervisors as soon as possible. Operations Lead Server Engineer. Wait, is it actually showing the real time? No, it's actually 5:41 p.m. Aha! Game? I got you! Wait a minute. Okay, no, it's 1:45. Let's try again. No, actually, it's kind of cool if it's showing the real time. But yeah, there are many YouTubers I'm really like. I remember a YouTuber called Lapavika, and I saw him becoming really huge. I'm really proud of the guy. He's absolutely fantastic. And I know it took me over 10 years to get, 10,000 subscribers and all that. But, yeah. What do you guys think? I mean, I'm the one talking all the time, so... I'm always interested what you say. What do you have to say? Hi there, boy. You're doing... Oh, thick as thieves, aren't you? I know you're working together, but it's so nice that you become friends. You checking your mail regularly? Sometimes important to sit around because his representative doesn't know how to check him. You don't have the person to check it. That's the terminal, alright. Operator. Want a piece of advice for someone who's been in your shoes before? Back up your data when you can. How may I assist you? Please keep it brief. Did I scare everyone away? Okay, that's fantastic. Nyt minä puhun jälleen yksin. Minä olen Jarppinen ja... I love it all. I love it too. Ugh. But yeah. Mitäs mieltä te olette, hyvät katsojat? You want to rearrange my face? Alright. Medium recovery obtained. Okay. You know, I got all the new, the new Metroid game, Metroid Dread as well. People say it's fantastic. I just haven't even played it. You know, it's just sitting on my shelf. And before someone tells me, "Oh, have you played his game?" I'm like, "No." I want to take every room and see if there's any items. See you around. Alright. Also, I don't mind, should I use the voice, you know, keep it going? I don't know. Mitä mieltä te olette? Should I keep using tämä ääni? Should I use this all the time? Or, I can't access this right now. Need any mention, Don? You come to the right person. Upgrade pod. 25,000. You don't have the required materials. Tree seed, mushroom, pure water. Ei tarvi käyttää jurpaa. Okei. Koska mä voin tehdä sitä, mutta se käy välillä mun kurkkuun. Se on hyvin hankala. Se on ehkä se hankalin juttu. Hammer. Storage. Increase chip plug-in capacity. I think I should buy one of these. Sold out. And, you know, when I'm looking at games nowadays, one thing that is annoying me a little bit, it's not like, well, it's the game sizes. Like, we go from 10 gigs to 110 gigs of, you know, data. That is still, like, what I don't like, and I'm like, oh... I was actually installing... I did install it on my laptop. I installed the Halo Master Chief Collection. And... it's 100... Is it 110 gigs? And then that wasn't even all. It didn't have all the data on it. I was like, holy crap. I had to download the rest of the games. And I was like, doesn't it automatically download them from Steam? No, you have to go in the game and select them. And I'm just like, oh. Like... I don't know when it comes down to games. I rather want games to have, like... I don't really care for high def, you know, 4K textures or any of that stuff, you know. I'm not really into graphics anymore. You know, it's like, okay, I see Nintendo graphics on the Switch, I'm fine with that. You know, I see some jagged lines, I'm like, okay. And of course, if I'm playing games on PC, I want to get rid of the jagged lines. Graphics, I don't really care if the game is, you know, fun. Like, see this game, I know this is a good looking game, I've seen this on the PS5 and, sorry, not PS4 and PC, and then I saw it on Switch, I was like, how the heck did they manage to pull that off? But I never played this game before, and I saw this, don't go back, I saw this on the bargain bin, and I paid 15 euros for it, I was like, should I buy this? And then I'm like, okay, picked it up, and I had it for months, I forgot about I even had this. I know this is like a sequel to... What was it called? Sequel or spin-off of another game. Nier game or something like that. Nier Replicant or something like that. But this is like the most highest rated game that, you know, Platinum Games made. Besides Bayonetta. I do want to try those. I'm not really good in hack and slash because, you know, I cannot play them because they hurt my hand. That's why I bought a game on easy. It was like, I don't want to go too crazy with the controls. That is the main reason.
Your black box in order to defeat the enemy. Bold, but risky. Try not to be so reckless next time. Understood. I know you're fresh out of maintenance, but I have another mission for you. I need you to head to the surface, rendezvous with the Resistance, and do some recon.
Doesn't Yorha have a dedicated Resistance contact already?
We haven't been able to get in touch with them. So we'll need you to look into that as well.
But, like... I don't know. I think I'm in an interesting place in life right now. Like, games... I want short games. I don't want to play any open world games which treat you like, hey player, go fetch some wood from the forest. Oh player, go do this, and you know, I actually did play a little bit of the Horizon Zero Dawn on PC and did play it on PlayStation 4 as well. But I got so like, it's a great game, and I feel the same right now when I was playing Breath of the Wild. I don't want that. I don't want to this openness and like it's fine, but if I'm going to play Tears of the Kingdom, I probably have to dedicate time for it, and I have to be really into it. But what I miss about some, that's why I can easily play, older games, because they're short. Like Mega Man, and I'm a huge fan of it. I do remember when someone got really annoyed at me when I said something about Mega Man being, I love Mega Man. Yeah, you don't play anything else than Mega Man. And I know, but I love the series. Actually, I did want to get the Mega Man Battle Network, because people just say that that's a really fantastic game.
Units, huh? Better head for the hangar.
I never played them,
Usually
so,
you can't
but
get Nier flight units. They're way too
if I can
expensive
get it
for us
cheap, then I
humans.
might.
Too bad they
Right
can't
now,
produce these things yet.
not enough cash, stranger.
Let's go.
Oh, also, I have Persona 5 as well. I forgot. I have it on my shelf. I got that during Black Friday, I believe. I got Monster Hunter Rise as well for the Switch. Like, I got all these games, but I haven't played them. It's funny, like, that's why I was thinking, like, okay, if I'm going to stream on this channel, I'm going to play something that I never played before. So, as much as it's going to sound weird, but this is my first platinum game that I'm playing and streaming. I have 10,000 subscribers and only 3 viewers. Don't worry about it, it's fine.
If all they want is intel, we scanner models are built for that kind of thing.
Orders are orders.
Alright, alright.
Tubi, you're going to have some new weaponry installed from
But,
here on out.
yeah.
I'll put up instructions for you. Make sure to
Well,
keep it
for me, I have to find a way how to use this channel again. I'm not going to change it, like, anyway. Like, I even wanted to change the banner. But that's the thing, like, I don't want to, because someone told me to start anew. Do something new. But I don't want to do anything without you guys. I'm not going to, I'm going to change the channel completely. Because that will be, betrayal, I feel. Because games, as much some people say, people I talk to, they're so different from my age, they don't get games. As my generation, we played the freaking NES. That's my generation.
Come in. I've set a
I mean, some people played the Atari, but
quite a ways from the residence camp, unfortunately. Sorry for the trouble.
I had Atari. I had a clone machine from Atari, the ST or whatever it's called. I only remember playing some horrible Spider-Man game or Superman game. It was terrible, and all the games were just, I don't know what to call them. Didn't look really like games that I would like play, and I know some people have nostalgia. And this game is so freaking cool. I got Phantom Ore. But yeah. But I'm going to keep making those, things about Mario Peliväkivallan. I'm not going to change any of that. And I'm keep making Finnish videos. When I'm streaming, I feel like I want to drop the whole stig off, talking about their voice. But the more I do it, the more it actually hurts my throat. Partly because I'm getting older too. It's like how will I say these? Don't imagine me doing these voices for a long time, and the hardest voice to keep up. There's actually one voice. I cannot use it too much. but I've done it many times.
Target location
It will hurt.
marking on map.
It's this voice.
So that's the minimap shows the current geography around your current location at the bottom right of the screen. The triangle icon shows your objective, so make sure to follow it if you get lost. Can you jump down? Wait, you can! Oh, you lost health. Wait, that's so...
You should know better than to try that. Not even a cutting-edge Yorha like you would survive that kind of fall. Try not to act so recklessly, all right?
But yeah, uh-oh! Ladder! Snake Eater! But yeah. I don't know, like... Here's the thing that when I always say something about, like, I played the Batman game on the Mega Drive. I said that the game was terrible. I didn't say that. And I said, some people say that it's a good game. And I said something about nostalgia goggles. Okay, could go here. I could say the same thing about me. I'm fine with the original Tomb Raider on the PlayStation 1. I'm fine with tank controls. But it's hard to see the point from other people's position. Let's just say that I will say Tomb Raider is a great game. The controls are fine. The original Tomb Raider, that is. Then a newcomer comes in, plays the game. He hates the controls. Now, that's the hard part. Like, I can be like, and what I have learned to respect is opinions from different people. Because now I understand it more than ever. Because I played some old game. I don't really like old Atari games. Hello, Hermione. How are you? I'm good. But I had a conversation with an employer of a couple of years ago. It kind of blew me up a little bit. And the guy was we took the topic of all games really, and I was saying something about some horrible NES game. Oh, there's a good game. Mikä ihana britti-aksentti. That is very good. And the conversation was about some old game. I was just saying, I think I said something that it wasn't a very good game, but the guy was defending it. But then I just started thinking that, this guy played the game when he was a kid. For him, that's the world. The nostalgia goggles. But then I started appreciating it, because I have a lot of games I played as a kid. Like, the original Tomb Raider, I think it's a great game. And it's pretty the controls are not very good, the tank controls. I mean, I'm fine of playing it. You play it, and you're like, this is terrible. So... If I say, some old Atari games look terrible, and they play terrible, that's my opinion. But then, someone who played them on Dark Knight on their, attic, they had the old TRT television monochrome, they had the Atari there, and they were just kicking some ass on also horrible Superman game, and that's their world, they really love it. Because on each game, there's always memories involved with them. When I play Mario 3, sometimes I boot the game up. I will be greeted by many memories. I love that game. Mario 3 to me is one of those things that I love. If there's a truly, I would say that is masterclass of a video game that I hold really top of the line. Mario 3 is that. I have lots of memories involved with Mario 3. Remember that old commercial when the people are yelling Mario, Mario, and the camera zooms upon the world and you see Mario's face on Earth? I remember that we had bootleg copies of Mario 3, and one of them was really strange because you could basically like cheat and get every item. It's actually quite funny too. But another thing that we had, because you know NES bootlegs, was the hunt for Super Mario 4. There was a game that we had. It was a strange one. It was a game that I remember for a long time. And I remember a game where Mario could turn into a ball. And people are like, oh, I remember that. It was called Super Mario Bros. 4. Then I saw the cartridge, a picture of it. I was like, holy shit, that's it. But then the more I saw the game, then I was like, Then I googled it, and then I learned that it was actually a ROM hack. A bootleg, you know. The original game was called Armadillo. So I have a knowledge of some old crap like that, you know, my knowledge. Many times when I'm in a work life, I always think, what do I do with this knowledge, what I have? Like, I play loads of JRPGs. I remember a plot of Suikoden. I played, I watched some shitty ass stuff too. But the question I have, what do you do with the knowledge? For me, I use it as a comedic effect. I will talk about some nonsense that someone doesn't know what the fuck am I talking about. I will say, yeah, you know, it's just the time when Spock shot the red matter on the supernova, and they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's the plot of Star Trek 2009. En ole paljon videoita tehnyt, mutta tekis mieli tehdä Let's Play yhdestä Nokia-puhelimen pelistä ennen kuin katsoo historiaa. Like I do, I have lots of, you know the old protector stuff, you know, the Contra and the game was censored for Europeans, because they found the commandos to be quite violent for us, so they changed it for robots. You know, but I actually had a conversation with someone who never played games. Pallo meni rikki! Pallo meni rikki! Yeah, I know. Explosion, bam, okay. Funny stuff. Oh my goodness, I get to kill animals! I'm sorry! Oh shit! Oh my goodness. Hello, Finnish Mole.
According to our intel, none of the machines in this area are hostile. We've been seeing more and more enemies like this lately. They just stand there and stare into space. It's pretty weird.
Now I got some meat. But I do want to ask, what is the most disliked thing you guys didn't like about my videos? You know, I always talk about, you know, people say the positive thing, but I always want to know the negative. You know. Because I don't think I'd ever asked. I remember that some guy gave me feedback, and he said that one of my videos, that was the top tier, was when the character from Left 4 Dead is burning on the stove or something. Because it's sometimes because I look at my old video, you know, my videos, I do see these, you know, the repetition, how repetitive they are with the Teletubbies stuff, and I, you know, when I start realizing, okay, I use them too much, I decided to take them off, and then I decided to do like videos about like shorter things, like that didn't have anything to do with Teletubbies, and of course there's the you know, the stupidity in them. like, for... You know how cool it was when someone made me an intro. Azurianer made me the Peliväkivallan intro, and I was like, holy crap. I felt really honored that, like, someone made me that, you know. And you know, like, there is another thing which I do actually have to admit. I did want to have more voice quests with people, but the thing is, the hardest part is, I don't know if I can give them trivial, you know, my crap writing. You know, like, I can make a script easily. I know what I'm going to say. But if I give some of, like, oh, here's my lines, and you know, and that part of it is probably like, okay, they might just speak with their normal voice. And I always say, I did actually want someone to be in my videos, but I didn't know how to utilize them. I think that is the biggest thing that I wanted more guests, you know, to have. But if I tell them that you can say anything you want, but it has to align, it's improv. You can say anything you want, but it needs to be like, okay, if I say this and you can reply whatever you want to. And, you know, I think I gave too much to the person, so they didn't know what to say, you know. So, I did have few guests on one of my Gary's Mod stuff, as you know. I forced someone to speak Finnish, which, you know. But now I also realized that I should have created a separate channel for my Gary's Mod stuff too. But my channel has always been about video games. And of course, sometimes I tried to create something weird, like I went to the forest and put the phone upside down. I filmed the tree. But as a, you know, pitäisikö olla Discordissa, että osaat heitellä ideoita ohjata, jos haluat quest-esiintyjä? No ehkä. Se voisi olla ihan hyvä idea, mutta niinku... Because for me, like, if I'm making a video, let's just say, okay, Hermione, you're gonna be on my next video. Let's just make this. You can do whatever you want to. You know, like, let's say the video is about Batman, and he stands on top of the building, and he's going. She is going to say something like, "Kohoja, kylläpäs täällä on paljon rikollisia taas. Mitä kummaa toi mies tuolla tekee?" And the camera zooms in on someone's face. And then you can say whatever you want to, la 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 la. Then I will respond to it with Batman's voice, you know. And she's going to say, "Mikäs kummallinen rikollinen sinä siinä olet?" And then you can say whatever you want to. You can say something stupid, and I will use the voice and say, "Kuinka sinä kehtaat loukata minun tunteita, sinä senkin maukka?" You know, something like that. And yeah, but I don't, because that's the fun part of. I know some people don't like improv. I know that it's random sometimes, but I might have an outline of ideas what I want in the video.
Plant life has claimed most of the central area.
Report. Records show that vegetation has grown to an
Like, I done scripts before when I actually wrote the dialogue when people are fighting, because, you know, this is the fun part of it. You have two different voices, and then you are. It's weird. It's just yourself arguing with yourself. It's funny. It's stupid but funny. And this guy's talking to himself, which is exactly what I do on this stream. I'm talking to myself, and that's my special ability. No, it's not ability. I'm making fun of myself again. But that's the thing, really. Like, as I said, like, okay, you can. Maybe that's will be the fun part of it. Just tell them or direct them on Discord and say, okay, this is what you can, but also, I don't want to make it like, okay, you can take as many takes you want, and we will select the best lines. That it sounds funny. Because, because then I don't want to be like, I want you to say specific line in like perfect thing. It just have to sound funny. So, like, even my own dialogue on my own videos, I'm not a voice actor, but years of experience, sometimes I might record my lines many times until I find the right one. So I have become a bit of perfectionist on that regard. But if I had like a quest appearance by people like you guys, I won't, like, okay, and I don't want you to feel like I'm, that you have to, like, if I do that and say you can say whatever you want to, but I don't want anything involving any, bad stuff. It is related to the project I'm making or making together. Like, if let's just say the dialogue changes during the recording, then that will matter. Like, because usually when I'm making a video, I don't know how I'm going to end it. But sometimes I do have a clear ending what I do. One of the videos I made, it was when it was the old grandpa thing turns into an animal in a Batman video I made. So I was thinking, how do I end it? The guy gets shot, and then he turns into, her dog or some stupid shit,
Hypothesis: jamming caused by enemies in local vicinity.
Map information locked. Can quick save.
Map data obtained from bunker. Data may be displayed from the system menu.
Map data, huh?
Hienon tarinan lopettaminen on vaikeata.
Our satellite resolution isn't
Well,
so high.
yeah, sometimes I had two different endings. I might redo it,
You don't let anything get in your way, do you?
Like the other day, I wanted to make a video about the character watching Teletubbies on the TV, and then the end result is watching Teletubby the entire time, and the whole thing is about the episode. At the end of the episode, the guy dies. I had that idea, like, the guy basically overdrinks himself to death. But then I'm always thinking, is that a good thing to do? Because it is kind of a real life problem, because some people, But, because alcoholism is a bad thing still, and some people are suffering from it. I know that. So I decided not to make the video, even though I had the outline. But then I'm like, should I change the ending or the character of it? Someone else. So, video that I started making was kind of involving that idea. But then I know it is stupid to break the fourth wall all the time. Like, okay, no, we know that, that, okay, la 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 la. I don't know. What do you guys think of that idea? I know it's also dumb to see the characters die all the videos. I know that in the next video it's all fine. You know, I killed the character so many times. I even lost the count. So I don't even care. Like, okay, I made this stupid joke of, okay, they can just rewind time or some stupid shit, or they can rewind the tape, like I did in one video. Actually, I've done that many times. I even destroyed the world in one video too. So I was like, okay, I need to continue it. How? By making more stupid shit. Ugh. You could say I've done it all. Or I'm running out of ideas.
Access point communications jammed.
It's freaking cool. I mean, this whole thing, me talking like this to you guys, is also strange. Because many times I wanted to open up and talk about the process of making videos too. But it also matters the input of you guys too. That's why every time when someone said, when I'm gonna make more Teletubby videos, and I added the Teletubbies back. Oh, you can fish in a game?
Commencing.
What? Game of the year!
No response complete.
So here's a good new thing that I done. I'm playing a brand, game. First time playing Nier, and I'm like talking about I don't know. The topic about making Garry's Mod shit. That's fantastic. Ah. But even after all these years, my humor hasn't changed. I'm still myself. That's part who I am. Some people have told me that I'm funny in real life too. And I'm like, how? And then I might respond in a silly way and they start laughing, that's who I am. I know enough is enough. People think I'm not serious, but sometimes I'm really like, okay. This game is freaking amazing. Oh yeah, wasn't there going to be okay, let's talk about video games, guys. Let's drop this whole aspect of creating videos and all that shit. What are the games that you guys are looking forward to? Like, of all of these?
So this is the resistance camp, huh? We should probably go talk to their leader first thing.
Jovitsit ei ikinä ländää tai kukaan ei tiedä, jotka tosissaan vai vitsailen. Yeah, I had a coworker. She has a strange humor. And I like her because of it. It's a change of pace. Me, I'm like, okay, should I say something or not? I know that because I'm working on, this field that I'm now working on, my teacher or, my mentor said, bring yourself into it. Then there's a different like change on the like you are part of team. The other people are really like, they are, they're older and, they're always really kind of stressed. So me, I'm just joking and then everyone is just laughing, Hey, did you talk to your leader yet? So yeah, soldier, you should talk to the leader. I'm down first. And yeah. Humor is like the hard part of comedy is that it's not for everyone. I'm not a comedian in any way.
Number 2.
You know about 2B?
Yes, well, the bunker told me to expect you. My name is Anemone. I'm the leader of the android resistance that controls most of this territory. You must be the new scouts we heard about. Well, I'm sure my people will have plenty of information for you. Please feel free to ask them anything you like.
This is like save point or okay. Perseily on parasta, niin onkin. Koska, okay, because I work in a nursery home. The things that you see, how people are when they're old, it did change me a little bit. It has also made me realize how, like it's hard. But you to be able to bring your personality on the table is also a really huge benefit. I'm not really like my mentor's humor, it's completely different. She will say something really, that you probably should even say. But me, I talk to the people like, or something like that, and I can make them smile. Someone who's suffering from dementia or Parkinson's disease or Alzheimer's, you're able to make them laugh, smile, and you can talk to them. Understand life, how precious it is. And, that's really the part where I have cried many times when I actually hug the people I take care of. I have hugged them many times. Because you have to look them directly into their eye. You can see their personality, that the understanding is there, but they cannot say what they truly want. So when I'm walking someone, or take them out, or talking to them, I make a quacking noise, or something like that, then they are able to speak in some level. You see how like my personality have changed in respecting. The respect is just, and at the end of the day, when you get home from work and you have to find a way to make yourself relax. Well, me, I got that. It's a relaxing list of music. Do you agree? Yes. You could even come and say, looking up here, I have this stupid jukebox machine that plays music. Obtain Sound Data 1x1. I mean, some people are doing fulfilling jobs, sitting on the office, some people are doing something else. I wanted to try this field for a while. I will not talk about my personal life in any way on YouTube, so I keep that off, but I can talk about this. I'm not saying any names, but this whole thing with working in a nursery home has been life-changing. When you work on a nursery home, and you have lots of respect for the people who do this job. Like some people being able to do it for 20 years or even more is astounding. It's not easy. But, okay. I'm not trying to be edgy or, you know, sad or anything, but, you know. And, don't worry, I still quote a lot of things from Metal Gear Solid. We are not tools for the government, for anyone else. Darth Vader there? What do you mean? Darth Vader. No, I cannot make that voice. I'm not that deep. So, cannot make it. Well, if I can get the service device, help him out. You mean that'd be a huge help? Okay. Thinking of complex catches will be enough to fix it. Any idea where I find complex catches? Folks say that you can find them on city ruins on to hit the places of crowded incredible aggressive machines. Bargain, Bane, Darth Vader, they took guns as a Batman left from Bane honest. The weapon dealer's request accepted. Subquests progress. Your subquest has been updated. You can check your progress on the quest tab on the system menu. Okay, you don't mean that. Can I bunker? No. Okay, I'm not. I can do that. What are you doing? You know, I do want to actually ask you guys something about remakes. What's your take? Like, I know there's Resident Evil 4 remake, and people are like, holy crap, it's so good. Am I wrong to say that I don't have, like, any urge to play it? Because I know I already played Resident Evil 4. Or even Dead Space. I know it's a great little thing, or great game, but I already played the original. You know, it's... How do I save? Like, me, I'm fine with remakes. If you can get the original. Like Resident Evil 2 and 3, they're great. Well, access point. Okay.
This must have been quite a city once upon a time. Too bad vegetation's claimed most of it now.
I'd say that Resident Evil 2 is a great game, but not a good remake.
It is time for your regularly scheduled.
Then Resident Evil 3 is...
Nothing to report.
Good to hear. Say, how's the weather on Earth today? Good?
It's fine. Does that question have anything to do with our operation?
Not really. I just figured it might feel nice to have some good weather.
Feeling nice has no bearing on completing missions.
That is so
Remake on turhia teillä kun tuli kanta parannuksi näissä kun pääsee ei vielä se saa se harvaa mä fikalla teitä menee mulla vastakarvaa. Yeah, I know what you mean. Example, Final Fantasy VII, there's a PC port. There are so many graphical mods for it. I saw like some really good looking models, but then I'm looking at it and it's still the blurry backgrounds and you know the original. And I'm like, you know, I'd rather play the original with the original style. But Resident Evil remakes. I love the first Resident Evil 1 remake. It's still one of my favorite things. It updated the original game. It added more. Then, like Resident Evil 2 remake, I have few grips, nitpicks with the remake. The few changes. The music is not very good on Resident Evil 2 remake. So when I saw that you could like when you play Resident Evil 1 remake, you go to the save room, you hear the din 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 din, you know, the save music. It's fantastic. Resident Evil 4 retained it. Then now Resident Evil 2 remake didn't have anything on the save rooms. Like, part of me felt like Resident Evil 2 remake, some of the music sounded generic. But to put the original music back in as a DLC was a bit greedy, to be honest, you know.
This is the place that weapons trader was talking about. Uh-oh. I'm picking up hostile machine life forms.
Can you lock into the enemy? Okay. Now, yeah, that's my nitpick of Resident Evil 2 remake. And some of the changes that the characters don't even talk to each other, or you don't meet them during the game. Like, if you play the original Resident Evil 2, you meet Leon, or if you're playing the other campaign, you meet the characters walking around the, you know, the police department. But the remake didn't really have that. Like, I felt like it's a good game, but some of the things on it, just, I didn't like it. To be honest, like, I think it's a great game, but it's not very, like, a good remake. And I'm not talking about the tank controls. You know, that can be its own thing. I probably will have preferred to have fixed camera angles, but retain the original things, more of it, or have a music that is something of the new. But Resident Evil 2 Remake soundtrack just sounds so generic. I don't know. It sounds like it didn't have any of the touch of the original. I bought actually all the Resident Evil games on Steam. I have Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 7, and now 8. Don't have Resident Evil 8's DLC on it, so. But I don't have Resident Evil 4 Remake, so I'm still like, okay, I'm not gonna, you know. Like I said, I'm not really in a hurry to buy it. But that's just me. Does it mean it's a bad game? No. That's my opinion. 2 out of 4. Wait, did I check this? Can you go inside? No. Like, even this game, you hear this music. And now there's another game that people really praise up to the roof, and that's, you know, Breath of the Wild. The music on it, it's just guitar strings. Diddling, diddlong, pring. the only time when you can hear actual music in a game is when you go to the retail village or you go to Hyrule Castle. Then you will hear music. So that's been my thing with even music in some of the modern games. It's just... Now, I don't know anything about Resident Evil 4 Remake. So, I want to see how they dealt with the music on it, or... Because Resident Evil 3 actually has some really creepy atmospheric music on it. No, you cannot climb the tree. Can I actually go here? Yeah, you can. Ooh. But as you see, this is what I... Now, I'm not trying to say that those are bad. Those are just like little nitpicks, really. So... And my thing is, I'm not going to try to change anyone's opinion. You know, for the heck of it, my favorite movie is from the 90s. It's the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the original. I love that movie. It's terrible, but there's something about it that I find disgusting and something stupid I love. I saw the movie many times. I even recorded it from television years ago, and I watched it multiple times. I loved it. Everybody dance like a dinosaur. That song is just absolutely fucking fantastic. Is there like a lighting? Is this a glitch? Boop, 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 boop. When I see something like that, I'm like, am I the only one who's seen this? You know, it's a minor graphical bug, but you know, I do know that they actually had to pull a lot of things off to put this game on the Switch, so I can admire that. I don't really care for seeing stuff like that. I'm used to seeing pop-ups and weird shit, graphical glitches on games, so. Yeah. But one thing I do always want to do, when I get more time, I do want to make a podcast. Have people, you know, I know it's always hard for making a podcast with people, you know, you have to find different point of view. Imagine if I get tons of same people like me, they have the same opinion. That's not fun. Like, sometimes I like challenging, you know, someone to challenge my point of view. I have a friend that did that, actually. He was comatose. He had a heart failure and he was put in a coma. You know. And now what I have learned, he's actually a lot better, but, you know, still. And I had an idea to make a podcast with him. But, you know, that's something that I want to do. If I can find, like, more people that are into gaming. Like, I think, like I said, that, you know, I haven't played any games in a while. This is my first game in months that I'm playing. And it's fantastic. Like, it's... The music on these is just... And it's my, well, actually it's my second time using my real voice and my English on this channel. It's a strange little test I'm doing. So what do you guys think? A podcast? Would you guys listen to it, or... Because, you know, if I do the Europe thing and do the podcast, you know, I made a few podcasts as a joke, as a, you know, the voice. You know, it's. I think I know how to pull it off. I think so. But I will. What if I made a joke podcast and it's me? I'm all of the people in it. Would you listen to that? And I won't. If I want to swear, I'm not going to. Should I censor it for amusement? Like if I say something like "fuck." Like right now, this video is not even monetized. But if I'm making a podcast, it's always like what would be the topic? Because right now I'm so refreshed on games, like you know, I haven't followed anything. All I know, the things I ordered the Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster for Nintendo Switch from Play Asia for a couple of months ago, and now they finally shipped it. Actually, I don't know if they shipped it. It's still saying that it's waiting for being picked up, but that's something I ordered. I spent €70 plus import fees and taxes, you know, the shipping on it. So right now it's, you know, I used to play games all the time. I had a game that I will always play. Like Breath of the Wild was the game I played all the time. So this game is different from anything I played before. I don't know. Like I have an ideas. Unit data has been updated. And yeah, I do know the joke. Never play the Switch ports of AAA games because they're either gonna run poorly or look bad. If I made a podcast, it won't be about certain platform. It will be about gaming in general. Like, talk about like how gaming influenced you, or you know, made you like appreciate it as art or something like that. I know Jeff Kurzman has his own podcast now. He used to be part of the Giant Bomb. I used to listen to him. But I know he said something like he didn't like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles games because, you know, he doesn't like arcade games, I believe. He said it's dumb. He cannot play them many times. But that's the thing. That's an opinion. And if I were to make a podcast, then the question will be, should I retain my you know, the stick been doing? Should I make a parody podcast with myself and do all the voices myself? Because if I do that, then, you know, I don't know if that's holy crap, she kicked it. Cool. Because usually if I do like voices and record it and then put it together, and there's always my fear that I will lose the focus, the topic, you know. Because I can always take it a different direction. All of a sudden it's something about, then it will change. That's why I usually have a script. Quake-peleistä MP:n äänet ja kilveleit jääkaappi pitää jotenkin kohinaa ja muistuttaa mua. Oh yeah, wasn't this some music made by 9 Inch Tail for the original Quake or some shit? You know. Like, okay. I have lots of friends. A friend, actually, he is into game preservation. I can always talk to him about, you know, good old games, and then his topic will be like he doesn't like any Square Enix game. So, you know, he is different from my point of view. I love some of the new Square Enix games, you know, the remakes, and, you know. I haven't played Final Fantasy Remake, though. So I don't know don't know anything about that. I want to go top of there. And there are lots of YouTubers who make gaming related content, like you got the Triple G Man. Then now I actually discovered CV a couple of years ago. He makes excellent videos. I really like him. Me that I love, you know, in you know, gaming. I'm really tired of talking negatives all the time, like, oh, EA's doing that, da 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 da. Now, I haven't bought any EA game in years. I haven't bought any Ubisoft game in years. And every time when I see, like, oh, here's a new Ubisoft game, it looks the same. And I'm like, okay. So I'm always tired of that shit. So if I were making a podcast, I won't be talking about, you know, indie games. And oh my goodness, I completely forgot. There was a game made by an indie guy. It's on indie.dev, I believe. It's for. He also made a game for NES too. And that is fucking fantastic. Like, stuff like that is something that fascinates me. Like, some guy makes a game for a 30-year-old machine. Besides, I don't really even own a real NES or Super Nintendo. All of my consoles are from analog. So it's great. And, you know, I had a Sega Dreamcast and Sega Saturn too, but I got rid of them. Because, you know, I had to face it. Like, okay, I had a Dreamcast, didn't use it. The library is great, but the game library didn't really interest me. Same thing with Sega Saturn. There's lots of shmups, and, you know, lots of Japanese games are really great on it, but, you know, I didn't use them. I had an N64, and the same thing. Like, okay, I can play Ocarina of Time on it, I can play Mattress Mask on it, but I already played them. Besides, you know, maybe I made a mistake, I got rid of my N64 too. Katsoa vaikka jotakin Red Letter-mineitä, missä ne puhuu koko ajan paskaa joku sarja, sitten ne ei voi kuitenkaan olla katsomatta sitä. Oh yeah, I know. Me, you know, I'm a huge fan of Star Trek. I will mention it. Like, I'm not going to lie. Mä katoin kaikki uudet Star Trekit. Mä katoin, mikä se on, Discoveryn. Mä lopetin sen kattomisen niinku 3 kauden aikana. Mä olin, että en mä jaksa, se on niin kauheet kuraa. Sitten mä katoin Picardia. Ne 2 ensimmäistä kautta oli ihan kuraa, mutta mä kumminkin halusin nähdä, kuinka ne voi parantaa sitä. Sitten tulee 3. kausi, joka oli hyvä. Ja sitten oli ne Strange New Worlds, joka oli ihan ok. Mä katsoin sitä sen takia, koska siinä oli se näyttelijä siitä Hell on Wheelsista. Mä unohdin sen Jannu nimeä. Like, we can always argue, like, okay, the Star Wars prequels are terrible, blah 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 blah. And the sequel trilogy is blah 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 blah. It's and as I always stated, what it didn't like the sequel trilogy. It felt disjointed. My interest, what I wanted from seeing any Star Wars was the Skywalkers. How they like, how the family like, you know, the family. That was the core idea. And when I was watching, you know, Force Awakens, it didn't have that. But instead they have these other characters put on top of it. And then, you know, J.J. Abrams' style of making movies is the mystery box. Oh, it's Rey Skywalker! Turn out next time on Star Wars Episode 8! Woohoo! And then you finally come in and it's just like, okay. Luke Skywalker throws the lightsaber. And then it goes down from there. Instead of concentrating, why did this turning the dark side, you know, we go for horse ride. Space horse ride. We have this fake guy that is trying to infiltrate the spaceship. Okay, Finn and Rose, they make a horrible mistake. Rose Tico, I don't really, don't have any gripes against the character, but I felt like it took the centerpiece away. It took away from Luke Skywalker, the story of him, because it was so interesting to see why did this guy, what happened. Okay, I get that Luke can, he failed his nephew. I felt that we didn't get more of it. I wanted to see more of that. And then, of course, they kill off Luke at the end of the movie. And then, of course, the passing away of Carrie Fisher really just, Then you have episode 9, that is just like, somehow Palpatine returned. Okay. Like, for me, I'm not really like those people that make fun of people who clapped of seeing like a character or a spaceship from the previous movies. I don't really care for that. I was for the character development and the storyline. How they were going to do, and of course I was really excited that they were probably going to do the storyline about Luke Skywalker's kid too, from the expanded universe. Mara Jade, all that stuff. And it's bleh. And of course I didn't watch Mandalorian, I watched all that stuff, and the season 2 of Mandalorian was really good. I don't know what's with Hollywood and the executives in getting involving with the stories and they becoming bland. Like, I watched Book of Boba Fett, and I'm not going to lie, there was that episode where you see different colored space, those scooters, and you're like, what is this? Why is this looking like cheap Power Rangers? Don't get me wrong, I love Power Rangers, from the 90s, I used to watch that. But this is my thing, really, like, it just felt like he was hijacked or something during production. And then you have Gino Garano being fired and all that stuff, which caused more, thing, the fans, and I'm just like, okay. My thing is, if you are an actor or, you can be political, I don't mind seeing political, thing in games. Metal Gear Solid 2 is a good example of it. Because some people say, I don't want to see any propaganda, politics on games. I do, but if it's smart, then I do want to see it. Yeah, where was I? Complaining about something and then watching it. Yeah. Me, instead of getting mad, I'd rather talk about it. Like, okay, having like a normal conversation. I see these big YouTubers just, making these conversations, and you have all these other YouTubers, and they just... But, I can also defend the sequel trilogy quite easily. It's not for me, it's for the new people. I have actually met someone who truly loves them. And I did watch Last Jedi on TV. And I kind of enjoyed there's part of it, like even with Force Awakens, there's part of it that I enjoyed. But I think at the end of Last Jedi, they got Star Wars feel correctly, of course, because they played the music from that song. So it did feel a bit Star Wars. And then I saw the scene with Yoda and Luke. That was really beautiful. That was well handled. I wish I got to see more of that. More with Luke Skywalker and Rey teaching, more of that. And then there is the last portion of it, when Rose is saving Finn from the sacrifice. And I made a joke about it that Rose Tico killed Luke, but no. If I think more of a poetic of Luke saving people, I think that's probably what I kind of appreciate of the character a bit, But then again, does that go against the character of Luke Skywalker? Now, this is the nerd of me, the nerd side. I'm not going. I made jokes and things about some. This is boring stuff. Okay, I need to stop talking about it. But anyway. Oh, yeah. Wait, can you change the equipment like this? You can. What do you guys think? But I stopped watching all the superhero stuff. I don't care for Marvel or DC, you know. There's new Wasp movie, Ant-Man, or the other guy that's gonna punch the bad guy really hard. I'm not into that. So I went to see a complete movie, weird movie on a theater, and I liked it. Everything at once and everywhere. That movie just, it had that something in it. It was different. And of course I saw John Wick 4, and, I did sleep, but during the fight I got so like, oh, okay. What? Okay, John Wick again? Okay, cool, fighting, okay, he's falling down. What? Okay, okay. Then I saw the end credits. I know it's a really well directed action scenes, and Keanu Reeves is awesome. But speaking of some movies, I have some movies on my shelf. I bought them from, bargain bins for DVD and some Blu-rays. Am I still old-fashioned if I buy that, discs? I know eventually those discs will die or rot away. And I ain't subscribing to some shitty-ass Disney Plus or Netflix. No thanks. I'm not into that stuff. Just freaking sell it to me. Give me a movie that I can buy. So I can feel like, oh, okay, I earned this classic movie with my money. From hard work. Save impossible. You can save? Quick save. Oh, okay. That's cool. But, yeah. But yeah, now the question is, what games are you guys looking forward to this year? I know game on the list is, everyone's list is the new Zelda. I think it's going to be a great game, I'm like, okay, I have that pre-ordered. But at the same time, should I even get it? That's the question. Now, this is my first time playing this. I bought this copy of Nier Automata from a bargain bin months ago. Didn't touch it. I have Metroid Dread. Haven't touched it. Simple is that vi kan tehdä itse häviä, kun ne suljetaan softwaressa. Se muuttuu bisnestekniikansa yömys joka vuosi. That is exactly it. I know that game streaming is like probably gonna be the future and all that shit. Personally, I don't like it. But I can see the benefits of it too. Because games are becoming insanely huge. And my biggest gripe on games, usually, you know me, I have talked about it to death. The topic is the same. DRM. I think I turned the brightness too much. Looks weird. Need to turn it off. Return the plate records network. What is network setting? What? What is dev message? What was that thing that I put in? Self-destruct. I don't know what it is. It's way too bright. Okay, it is already. The world looked a bit washed out. Now it actually looks a bit better when it's not too bright. Okay, it looks better. My opinion. En kuitenkaan halua koskea Autodesk-ohjelmiin, kun pitää aina olla yhteydessä ennakko-emoalukseen ja 5 vuoden päästä, kun on kerrankin koitan niin tehdä jotain, niin se ei toimi. Yeah, is it exactly. Hermanni, were you the one who sent me that video walking in the forest? My memory, like, I haven't thought about it. Was that you? Nyt laittaa pois, ettei se switch päästä savujan pihalle. Don't worry, I have 2 switches. If it does, well, I'm fine. I got the other one. Could it be someday a Gerbil crossover episode of Batman? Joo, ämpäri päässä rämistin si. Oh yeah, because my head is like, Hermanni. Oh, that was you. I'm sorry that I didn't use the video sooner. I completely I had on my hard drive. Okay, fitness story. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm really confused about your gerbil joke. You always talk about gerbil, and I'm like, what is that exactly? Will I put gerbil in my videos? And I'm really confused about that. What do you mean by that? The gerbil? Joo, se video on kaikille kavereille. Oh, I'm honored. And thank you for sending it. Actually, you're the first live action cameo I had. And I'm sorry for making you be my, you know, the character I do. You know, I actually had a friend who did that as well. I said, I don't want to put my face yet. Connecting to the network. Is that... No, that is a joke, right? Holy crap. But, yeah, like, when... You know, I haven't even realized. I've been streaming for 2 hours. That's weird. Usually my streams, I try to make them 1 hour long, but no, I just completely decide to be relaxed and just talk. So, now I'm just being me. I'm not trying to do the voice or any of that shit. So... I do actually have few regrets I did. It's related how I talk to some people, like during my live streams. When I was calling my stream, if you remember, JurpoLive, I made a joke about like, if you don't like my channel, there's a door, but I feel a bit bad about that. But yeah, is it fine, you guys, if I'm speaking English? You know, I know you can understand me. I can understand you fine. By the way, how is my English? Is it good or bad? Because I don't know. I don't listen to myself. I hate it. I'm like, no. It's okay. It's okay. My English is okay. Aww.
I'm going to cry now.
I'm going to go cry in my bunker. It's rather decent. Decent? What the heck? I'm kidding. Decent my ass. Google Translate, et ymmärrä mitä selität. Uh-oh. No okei, ei kannattaisi sit puhua englantia sitten, jos joudut käyttämään Google Translatea. Ei vittu. Siis ihan oikeesti niinkö... miten mä sen sanoisin niinkö... meikin näitä... Meikin näitä... Mitä näitä kutsutaan suomeksi striimejä? Kaikki sanoo striimi. Siis oot koko ajan käyttänyt Translate, et ymmärrä mitä mä selitän. Okei. Eikä mun pitäis vaan puhua suomea vaan. Eiks niin? No tehdään sitten niin, jos sopii. Kyllä se sopii, vai mitä? No täällä sitä sitten pelaillaan Nier Automataa Nintendo Switchillä. Miksi minä Ai niin, ne oli ne kommentit, mitä mä niinkö, mulla on ikävää, että joku aina tuli sanoa mulle, miksi mä pelaan jotain muuta. Aina jotain vitun Megamania. Ne oli kaikkein parempi juttu, mitä ihmiset sanoi mulle.
Jurpo, miksi sä pelaa Megamania?
Tai mikä se oli, Fortnite tai jotain semmoista. Ai niinkö... Ei vaan vitsi yllättävää, että minä pystyt keskittyä pohjelmantiin samalla kun selität suomeksi kaikkea. No, well, it's easy for me. You know, 2 kieltä on helppo hallita. Mä yritin opetella kolmatta kieltä, mutta se ei oikein mennyt. Jotain japania mä pystyn jotenkin sanoa. Mä tiedän jonkun sanan, että tare wa Jurpo. Watashi wa Jurpo Järvinen. Naneska? Yeah. Hey, look at that! One ball whale. I'm back. So, yeah, I can easily speak 2 languages quite easily. It's, you know, sån helt på målet. Ay. One of your favorite games. This is the first time I played this on, you know, on Switch. But if you guys want to know, I am working for one company. It's called, no, onko Jurpo-animaatiota katsottu? Mikä Mä luin väärin, sori. Mä luin Jurpo-animaatio. Sori. Japani-animaatiota katsottu. Ei. Pelasin Yakuza aika paljon. Mamoru is like protecting someone. Watashi wa Mamoru. Watashi wa Darva. Se on sekä mielenkiintoinen kieli oppii. En tiedä, siinä on jotain semmoista. Did I find enough of pieces for the guy here? I don't know. Ooh, sorry, I had to take a break. Because I had to, you know, phone, accept. Speaking of, I need to check my phone. My boss was calling me. Okay. Oof. Okay, sorry about that. I probably have to end the stream a bit sooner, or, you know. That's always my thing when I get more people to watch my crappy ass stream. I have all these things. That's not my thing. I'm not trying to be rude or anything. It's just, yeah. But, yeah, I do want to end the stream in a high note, like, I did miss stream. I miss this. I miss streaming. I really do. But what I miss the most is content creation too. As you know, I'm a YouTube, whatever, is it partner or whatever that is. It's a big honor to have 10,000 subscribers, and I will never change it to anything else. I'm really proud of the people. I'm really happy that people have watched my stuff all over the years. Even when I've been really down, feeling down, I know that, you know, that there was always someone commenting my videos, and I will never change it. I don't regret making YouTube videos at all. It's been an honor. And I'm not going anywhere, you know, so people think, am I going to stop? I got people always asking me, oh, are you going to stop making videos? Like, no. But I have to find a new inspiration. New energy. And the new thing that I have done now is using my real voice. I'm not trying to, you know, do any of that shit. So it's just me. My idea for this channel was I will never use my real name. And I'm thinking about keeping into that thing. You know, no real information, none of that shit. It's just going to be the voice thing. If I do face, you know, because people always want to see my face, I don't get that. If I do that, I think it's going to be, you know, then I will have to change the channel forever if I do that. But people subscribe for this channel for one reason. It's not going to be about myself, my real me. You know, it's about me playing this idiot, you know, thing that I made. This guy that hates video games. Which is stupid, and it's all joke. But I do want to know what you guys think of where should I take the channel. Should I make new content or travel videos, or, you know, I want to try something new too. For new shit, should I make a new channel and keep this for this thing? Because if I feel like I'm going to change it for another, format, it's going to hurt for those people that start watching my content. If you know what I'm trying to say. But it would be funny if I could actually do live action version of the character, and creating a new channel could be wise. Yeah, I think so. But it's also, then I don't know should I play a character or not. Because I done this voice, this one tone of my throat for a long time. Because I don't know, I never use my real voice, except I did use my real voice in one video when a stormtrooper is being kicked out. There's the only, no one ever catched it, no one said anything. I'm like, okay, I just left it in. So it's funny. And besides, I felt really bad, but I made a horrible mistake last year. I was creating partitions in a thumb drive. I accidentally deleted one of my hard drive partition where my videos were stored, my backups. So I lost everything. I lost my pictures, my damn videos. So I lost all of my high quality intros for the Kauhutarinoiden system. I lost all of the intros for everything else, including Peliväkivallan, all that shit. They're gone. I lost all of my ilta sadun paikka. I lost it. I lost everything. That was my mistake, my own stupidity. And it's just like, I know I'm not playing the game, I'm just talking about. Sekin on mielenkiintoinen twisti, jos Jurpo tekisi yllätysvierailun kauhutarinoissa. Yeah, well, I actually had a joke about how the kauhutarinoita will basically mean. Because I made a joke, kuka tai mitä on kauhutarina takametsän takana. And because the joke is, behind the forest is a city called Peräkylä. And who lives on Peräkylä? Of course, Jurpo Jarppinen. But my stupid idea that I had, that the whole thing is happening inside of his head when he's watching Teletubbies. That was my idea how to end it. The whole Gary's Mod thing. That it will end that Jurpo dies. He's drinking some vodka or some shit. Oh, but, it's I don't know. Because I had an idea that, the character, the whole thing is just a dream. Because I know people done the whole, it's just a dream thing. But then I was like, how will you explain all the deaths and all that shit? I had an idea originally, like I was planning to end it on some weird shit that a guy is on mental award. I don't know, like, as you know, my original idea for Peliväkivallan or game violence was that I wasn't going to make any, make fun of newer games so the character died. A fan killed him with a shotgun blast on the back. And that the idea that his recordings were played on YouTube, but I didn't know how to pull it off, so I completely regarded the whole idea. I'm like, I'm not gonna use it. But then again, like, as you know, I don't know how to end it. Kauhutarina. I think the best way just to end it is not to make it. Because some things don't need an ending. I think sometimes it's best just to make a monologue of something and end it that way. I can actually talk to him. This is really hard. Okay, come on, don't move. SS. What is it? Choose combat style. Ooh. Like, that will be a joke, how the Kauhutarina ends. But I don't want to pull anything off, but instead, make it like a joke that someone is watching my Kauhutarina takametsästä and he dies because he's drinking too much because it makes him crazy. And then he's drinking, he cannot stop drinking because he's actually trying to calculate how many times certain characters have died. So he's making a drinking game out of it, and it just ends him dying at the end. Perhaps I should have a cameo of someone. Hey, can you record a clip of yourself? You don't have to show your face. It's from back, and you have a monochrome TV or old television somewhere, and it's just showing you opening YouTube or some shit, and then the guy is just drinking. Oh, he dies again, drinking more. He's pouring wine on the cup. Actually, that's a good idea. That's how sometimes I come with the stupid ideas, like, because I really tried to calculate how many times the characters died. I lost the count when I made the video of Kaikki kuolemat, jälleen kerran video. I was trying to calculate how many times they die. I calculated that Batman died like over 20 times or 30 times. But yeah, I actually have to accept the phone call. It's for my employer, actually my other employer. But yeah, I'm full of ideas. I do want to make more content. I'm not going anywhere. And what's awesome? You guys. You're the main reason I'm here. That's the main reason I'm still making videos. Even if there's one guy or two guys watching it, I'll be making something, But arvoisa pitääkö olla puun kaatuminen ääni? Kukaan ei kuule sitä päättykaudella sitten, kun kukaan ei katso sitä. That's a good idea too. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching this. Kiitoksia kun tulitte kaikki. Kiitoksia kaikille, kun katsoitte tämänkertaisen JurpoCastin, joten muistakaa, hyvät mussukat, tulkaa samalle Jurpo-kanavalle samaan Jurpomies-aikaan. Se olen minä, Jurpo Jarppinen, ja minä lopetan tämän striimin yhteen sanaan. Olkaa ihmisiksi ja muistakaa sitten pistää kaikki väkivaltaiset murha, tappo, surma, simulaattorit bänniin. Oh man, I can always pull that off. That's cool. So that's where I'm going to end this, at least, this stream. But how to end a video is another story. Anyways, good night and have a nice Wednesday. I'll try to do another stream on Vappu, or the weekend. So, we will see again. I promise. And remember,